Welcome to Asian ID, not merely to perform, but to reignite a chemistry that audiences have quietly held onto like a secret they are unwilling to forget. Is it coincidence, or something far more deliberate, that Shen Haonan's Hae-in choose this moment to reunite for their fifth collaboration, stepping into a story that promises both temptation and tenderness as the cameras begin to roll on Sunyi Zhengruiyi? Can we already sense the invisible thread that binds fiction and emotion, weaving a tale that feels strangely real despite its fantasy-laced premise? What kind of story dares to pair a charming, wealth-loving widow with a sharp-tongued, dangerously alluring snake spirit, and still expects us to believe that love might bloom in such unlikely soil? Is it not precisely this contrast, this clash between desire and danger, that makes the narrative pulse with an almost hypnotic allure? When Shen Haonan steps into the role of the enchanting snake demon, does he merely act, or does he embody something deeper? Something that blurs the line between charisma and mystery? And when Hae-in brings her playful intelligence and disarming innocence to the screen, can we truly separate her character from the warmth she naturally radiates? Is it any surprise that the director's casting choices feel less like decisions and more like revelations waiting to happen? After all, when two actors repeatedly find their way back to each other's side, is it only professional compatibility, or is there an unspoken rhythm that keeps drawing them together? Their recent recognition as a creative popular CP seems less like an award and more like a confirmation of what audiences have already felt, doesn't it? But what is it about their partnership that resonates so deeply, lingering in the minds of viewers long after the final scene fades? Could it be the balance they strike between humor and vulnerability, between light-hearted banter and moments that quietly break your heart? Or is it the way their performances feel unforced, as if each glance and each word carries a weight that cannot be scripted beyond the screen? Shen Haonan's love for music hints at a softer, more introspective side, but does that not make his on-screen intensity even more captivating? Have you ever wondered how an actor's personal passions seep into their roles, subtly shaping the emotions they convey without ever being seen? And what of Hae-in, whose relentless pace, 10 upcoming dramas, 5 set to release within a single week, speaks of ambition that borders on fearless? Is her success merely the result of hard work, or does it also reflect a quiet resilience forged through challenges we rarely see in an industry where fleeting fame is often mistaken for lasting impact? How does one continue to grow without losing the essence that made them shine in the first place? Perhaps it lies in the willingness to embrace variety, to step into roles that challenge expectations rather than simply fulfill them. Or perhaps it is the courage to remain authentic, even when the world demands constant reinvention. As we look at their growing list of upcoming projects, each title becomes more than just a promise of entertainment, doesn't it? Is it not also a testament to their evolving artistry, a map of where they have been and where they are willing to go yet? Amid all this anticipation, do we ever pause to ask why stories like these matter so much to us? Why do we find ourselves drawn to tales of love that emerge from chaos, from contradictions that seem impossible to reconcile? Could it be that, in these stories, we see reflections of our own complexities, our own struggles to balance desire with reason? And when we watch characters stumble, laugh, and slowly find their way toward each other, are we not, in some quiet way, searching for answers within ourselves? Perhaps that is the true power of storytelling, not in its ability to distract us, but in its subtle insistence on making us feel, question, and remember as Sunyi Zhengruiyi prepares to unfold. Are we simply waiting for another drama, or are we standing at the edge of an experience that might linger far beyond its final episode? Will the playful moments make us smile in ways we did not expect, and will the emotional turns catch us off guard just when we think we understand the story? And when the curtain finally falls, will we walk away satisfied, or will we carry with us a quiet restlessness, a sense that something within us has shifted in the end? Isn't that what we truly seek? Not just swears, but questions that refuse to fade, questions that echo long after the screen goes dark. So as this new chapter begins, are you merely watching, or are you ready to feel, to wonder, and perhaps to discover something about yourself that you did not know before? Thank you for watching the video. See you again.